Hey guys, welcome back to IJ Coaching Channel and you are listening to Paddy the Coach. Our interesting topic for today is generational shifts in leadership, adapting for success. We always get into the leadership traits and mishandle it at many places. For example, we don't understand the generation gaps that are prevailing and that have been in existence for so long. And always we apply a wrong leadership techniques and struggle with our life because we not understanding the generations of generations how these leadership transformations are prevailing. Okay, now by understanding the different generational leaderships with deeper and more clarity on how these generational transformations have happened, you will by itself start the habit of leading is at home, your work, or any events you lead, or in your business or startups or the organizations where you work, in bringing more self value to yourself and bringing a lot of trust and lot of value from the people you work with. Let's deep dive now with the generation of leaderships. Traditionalists, they were the born people before 1945. They were known for their discipline, hard work, and loyalty to authoritative figures. These kind of approaches, leadership approach, we call it as an authoritative leadership, more commanding and authoritative, which is thrived during this era. And the next follows by the baby boomers, right? It falls between 1946 to 1964. It is more of an epitomizing a strong work ethic. They had a career loyalty and job stability was more important during this time. And this kind of leadership style is more on a motivational leadership. Leadership have excelled through motivation and inspirational communication. So the next comes into a generation X, Gen X. This falls between 1965 to 1980. The people of this age had amid technological advancement, Gen Xers valued independent work with a work-life balance. This kind of leadership approach is called as delegate and managerial leadership. You might find that the people on this time as a leadership followed more on a delegation and encouraged individuality by the teams. The next falls into a millennials. The people from this period of 1981 to 1996, they had a very rapid internet growth. They embraced diversity, valued experiences, and they sought purpose in their work. The leadership style that was followed has to be followed during this time was the collaborative leadership. The leadership thrived on collaboration, inclusivity, and more motivation and open communication and had a work life balance. Then comes Gen Z, 1997 to 2012. These had a digital natives. They grow up with an accessible of information, constant social media, and innovative job styles. So the leadership style has to be with agile and tech savvy leadership. So leadership for this age demands collaboration, active listening, and they needed a growth mindset. And people coaching is more dominant during this kind of people and driving automation and innovation as the change agents. So then we might get into a Gen Alpha. This is the first 21st century generation. They are and will be a self-learners with a multitude of skills. The leadership approach, maybe it's kind of a coaching leadership, would be a dominant on this period. So reflect on your leadership style and see if it aligns with the generation you work with. Let's foster a world of great leaders who create new gen leaders. So employees don't leave companies, they leave the people. The immediate leader is a key. Children don't like to be at home not because they like outer environment, but they dislike their parents who find difficult to match with their generation. The leader at home is very key. Okay, some two quotes for you to remember. Next generation leaders need to wear the right coaching hat, not a traditional one. Leadership is not about the next election, it is about the next generation. This was a nice quote by Simon Sinek. Thank you so much for listening on my videos.